Okay, so this next video, I'm going to move this down a little bit, make sure you guys can see it. This next video, we are going to talk about solving an inequality using multiplication and division. And we have a weird wrinkle to throw in here, right? And when I use the word wrinkle, I mean just kind of like something that's different about this. And so what I want you guys to do is somewhere in your notes, I want you to write down the following. You're going to write down when multiplying or dividing by, and this is the important part, a negative, right? Negative, not just any number, a negative number, you must flip, we'll write in parentheses, turn the sign. All right, you must turn your inequality sign, okay? And so I'll give you an example and show you why this works. All right. So for this first problem, we have negative 4.2x. I'm going to make this larger over on the side so I can work with it. Is equal to negative 29 4/10. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hopefully realize that, hey, this is all cleaned up. I have no like terms to deal with. I have no parentheses. So the next step is going to be recognizing that, hey, the numbers and the variables are separated already. So we're ready to go to step 3, which is just, hey, let's get the variable by itself with a coefficient of 1 by dividing by whatever the coefficient is currently. And it's negative 4.2, so we're going to divide by negative 4.2. All right, and then that gives you x is, and let's say you didn't see this, right? Let's just say, for an example, and I'm going to do this in red so you realize it's wrong. Let's say x is less than 7, right? You get x is less than 7, and you say, okay, cool. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna put 7, and it's less than it's less than or equal to 7. So I'm gonna make a big fill dot, right? And then I'm gonna make a line that goes this way and kind of thicken it up a little bit, and there we go. So that means that these answers are part of the solution set, right? So pick an answer that's part of this solution set once, and let's test it and see if we're right. So let's take 0 because 0 is great, right? So if I put 0 in to the top equation to test it, a negative 4.2 times 0 should be less than negative 29.4, right? And so what does that give me? This gives me 0. 0 is less than or equal to negative 29.4. And hopefully the red flags are going off and you realize that 0 is actually greater than any negative number, right? Negative numbers are to the left of 0, which means that 0 is larger than it, right? So this is a false statement, right? This is false. This is not the case. And so that is why, hopefully it makes sense now, when you divide by something that is, when you divide or multiply by something that's negative, you take that sign and you're going to flip it. So we're going to do it like that. We're going to go over here and we're going to fix this, right? We're going to move it over to the other side now because we know it's greater than. So we're going to go 7. We're going to fill this thing. And then I think for this case, because I want it to look nice, we're going to insert our line. It's going to be that dippy purple thing again. So we'll go like this and we'll make it bigger. Say 2. And then we will take our black and put an arrowhead on it. I don't know why it's, I know why it's doing that because I didn't adjust. All right, I'm going to put an arrowhead on it, and there you go. All right, so this is my solution set, right? So it's that's the big thing to remember with multiplying and dividing is you have to flip it if you got a negative number you're doing it by. Okay, this one, it's going to be kind of the same thing. Right? You have negative 4x is greater than or equal to negative 24. It's not, there's nothing to move, whatever. This is just a one step. So we're going to divide by our negative 4, and then we're going to remind ourselves, hey, we got to flip, right? Flip the sign. So we're going to get x is less than or equal 6. So we're going to find 6. We're going to put a nice big full dot because we've got this part right here, right? I should probably not do that because it makes it bad. There we go. And then we're going to just go like this, right? We'll kind of draw this in like this. And then that is how you sketch that, okay? So these aren't super, complicated problems or anything. We just have to remember that convention that we have to turn the sign when we're multiplying or dividing by a negative. So we will see you on the next one.